Hey, welcome to the Hobby Shop. I'm Philip.
Rob.
And Dawn.
Well, this week we're going to be talking about Godzilla. All things, even that horrible 1998 film yes, we will talk about Godzuki. If anybody remembers Godzuki, let me know.
Oh, wait, that's the little one?
Yeah, that was...
it was a spin-off for Monster Island, right?
Yeah, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon based on Godzilla.
Okay.
They had to give Godzilla like some wacky sidekick. Yeah, basically Scrappy.
Yeah. It went through a lot of phases because, it was just popular and a lot of people jumped on it, surprisingly.
I actually looked up the theme song to that, and it sounds cool until it's just Godzilla, boom, and then with Godzuki.
Yeah.
Just like at the very end, just fuck Godzuki.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess the best place where to start is where we stand on Godzilla. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I've been since I was... Jeez, I can't even remember when I started watching Godzilla. I think I was like maybe 3.
I was about the same age. I was about 3 years old.
Yeah, because me and you saw it about the same time, but I'm not that big of a fan, so I'm going to drop out of the loop for this.
Like always.
Not always.
Well, I don't really know how to start. Where to start? I guess we'll just start with what's the first Godzilla movie we've seen.
First one I saw was, I believe, Godzilla with...
it was when he versus the two monsters, the one with the drill, like the bug-like one, and the other one. Because I know me and you saw it. The one with like the blades.
Are you talking about
Gigan and Megalodon?
Megalon?
Yeah, that was our first one we saw.
That was Godzilla vs. Megalon. That's also the debut of Jet Jaguar.
Yeah.
I hope somebody in there knows what Jet Jaguar is, or I'm going to sound like a complete weirdo.
No.
I know what it is.
Come on, Jet Jaguar. He had his own theme song.
I don't know.
He was a character created by, I think, a 5th grader. Toho hosted like a contest, and the winner got to design some kind of robot superhero, which was popular at the time.
Oh, it was the guy in like the red suit thing that showed up with it.
He was kind of like Ultraman, but I think he was just a straight up robot.
Yeah, that's right. Did he only have like that one time appearance?
Yeah, that was the only time he appeared in the movies, as far as I know.
I thought did he take any appearance in any of the games?
Yeah, he's appeared in plenty of the games.
Yeah.
That's also where we got the infamous Godzilla dropkick, where he like bounces on his
tail.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
First Godzilla movie I think I ever saw was Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. I think that was the first one I saw. That or Godzilla vs. King Kong. It's one of those two.
I think those are usually like the good ones, or probably like whenever you versus like the Mega. There was Mega Godzilla, and then there was Mega Ghidorah. Ghidorah.
Yeah, Mega Ghidorah, or Mega Ghidra, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they got it back to destroy Godzilla, didn't they? Because it was like at the bottom of the ocean, and they were like, well...
They used Mega Godzilla to create... They used... Because
Mega Godzilla was for the aliens, wasn't it?
No. Well, originally.
Yeah.
But when they introduced Mecha Ghidra, after Mecha Ghidra was destroyed, the military used what they could salvage of Mecha Ghidra to make Mecha Godzilla 2. Keep in mind that was during the 80s. That was the 80s, 90s. They weren't really keeping up continuity with the original films. So in the original, Mecha Godzilla was made by space monkeys.
Yeah.
Is that or was it space roaches? It was that or cockroaches.
It was something.
No, wait. The cockroaches, they're the ones that have Gigan.
Yeah.
Or fish stick, or whatever they call them. No, seriously. For some reason, his nickname is Fish Stick. I guess because he has hooks. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where the fish stick thing comes from. Everybody just calls him the chicken. That's what he is. He's basically Robo Chicken. And not the cybernetic ghost of Christmas past. I hope somebody out there watches Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there are.
Yeah, I personally prefer the old Godzilla movies where they were all, cheesy and all that. But if you actually look at the first movie, there was nothing cheesy about the first movie. It was very serious, very dark. They kind of portrayed Godzilla as this unstoppable force. And I've heard several times that Godzilla was kind of an allegory for, I don't know if that's the right word or not.
It was symbolism.
He was symbolism for the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Or just radiation in general. After all, this is Japan. This is 1954. This is what? 10 years after the bombing in Hiroshima?
Yeah.
So, the original movie was actually really dark compared to what most people know. Most people think of, Silent Godzilla and...
well, when it came
like
over
that.
here in America, we devoured it. We loved it. We loved everything about it. We didn't take it seriously at all. We just saw a monster flick or a man in a suit jumping on toys.
There was plenty of people that thought these movies were stupid, but I think for a lot of us, we were kids when we first saw these movies. So I think they're generally good, but I can see where people would think Godzilla, oh, that's stupid. Why would anybody watch that? Trust me, I get that shit every time people ask me about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would you watch that?
It's entertainment. Everyone has a different opinion, and people find things interesting.
Yeah. For me, I prefer the more wacky Godzilla movies, like where he's jumping on the moon. I can't even describe it, but he's hopping on the moon.
I'm trying to remember which one that was.
That was Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. Or
Probably Ghidorah, yeah.
It was Ghidorah, but
Yeah.
it was like Godzilla Rodan against Ghidorah, or what is his name? Is it Ghidorah or Ghidorah?
I don't know.
Or Ghidorah? I can't
I
pronounce it.
thought it was Ghidorah. Are you talking about the three-headed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it was Ghidorah.
I think they called him Ghidorah in the older movies.
Yeah, it might. I don't know if it's our pronunciation because we're Southerners or something, but I'm not 100%.
Well, I only say Ghidorah
sure.
because of his first movie. It was called Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Dragon. So, I don't know. Maybe they never called him Ghidorah in the movies. Or, I don't know. I actually
It might have
would have
changed.
to go
probably
back
like
and
changed
watch.
over time.
Now, when I think of Godzilla, one thing that always pops up is favorite monster. Like your favorite monster that Godzilla fought. For me, it would have to be Mechagodzilla, just because that seemed like it was the coolest fight to me. But
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a mirror match. Well, kind of. But they were also a lot more darker, weren't they?
not really. This was still during the cartoon era.
So the cartoon?
Maybe the second time he fought him.
That's
like the later years, like in 2000.
I thought they got like pretty bloody at times. Or
actually, you know what? Actually, wow, I say actually a lot.
Yeah.
I need to work on that. It's like my other word, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Gigan made Godzilla bleed, and that's not like the only time you ever saw blood back then. And that was in I think that was actually just Godzilla versus Gigan. I think that's where he made him bleed.
What's the armadillo guy who got his tongue pulled out?
Armadillo. Oh, you
his
mean
name?
Anguirus?
Yeah, Anguirus. That is.
Okay. How do you pronounce that? Anguirus
I
or
think
Anguirus?
I go Anguirus.
I think
Anguirus?
You're probably like more like.
It's either Anguirus or
Anguirus.
Anguirus, Argus. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I would pronounce.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one was that. It was this one was one of the Mechagodzilla ones, wasn't it?
Anguirus. Yeah. That was in the first Mechagodzilla movie.
Yeah, and it was
where he like, goes all King Kong on him, like tries to break his jaw. Yeah, that was Anguirus. Now a few other monsters I've always liked was and it's just ones I just visually like of course Ghidra. But another one I've always liked, and I don't know why, it's really it is kind of stupid looking, but I can't remember what it was now. It's like this aquatic Godzilla.
Aquatic?
It had like fins and stuff.
Oh, that old one. Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name as well.
I thought there was the only one I don't remember. I thought there was like a space like one, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla. I forgot about Space Godzilla.
That was a pretty cool looking one.
It was either the coolest or the lamest. I don't. It's kind of in that weird ground where it's like he kind of looks stupid, but kind of looks.
Because he looks
awesome
like he had like a
stupid.
spaceship in him or something, right?
No, he just has like these crystals.
Oh, crystals, yeah.
Probably the lamest looking monster in all of Godzilla had to be Minya, son of Godzilla, Godzilla's son.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because have you seen what he looked like originally?
No, I didn't see.
It's completely ridiculous looking. I mean, hell, if you ever watch Son of Godzilla, which I know a lot of people like that one. It's one of my favorites. But he just looks so stupid.
He has like this round looking face. It's all pudgy, and it's just like.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of an otter, or not otter. Yeah, I don't know how to describe him. He was just.
He looks terrible and really stupid, pretty much.
Yeah, at least in one of the newer movies, they made him actually look like, Godzilla. They actually made him look like a dinosaur. They've always kind of gone back and forth with that. Either they want to make him look cute, or they just want to make him just a mini Godzilla. It's like they don't really know what to go with there. But considering all these movies change with each individual film, with little to no continuity between the two, between the films, they kind of go all over the place.
Yeah, it's easy to know what happens.
Now, I guess a good place to go from here is, I don't know where to go from here.
Well, what about the Mothra series with it?
Mothra, yeah. I forgot about Mothra, which is a shame because I think Godzilla vs. Mothra is one of the best Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Or wait, they had like a different name for it in America. It was like, I said it yesterday.
I had no idea.
Godzilla vs. the Thing. That's what they called it here in America.
Thing. What?
They called it the Thing.
That's so lazy.
They're like, oh, well, I can't pronounce this. Let's just call it the Thing. I would love to think it's a fight between Godzilla and James Ornez from Gunsmoke, who played the Thing in A Thing from Another World. Or, I don't know, it would be cooler if it was Godzilla versus John Carpenter's The Thing. How about Thing from the Addams Family? It just snaps.
A giant ball of fucking hair?
No.
Or...
No, that's because it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
The Thing was the hand.
Okay. Okay. Shows you how much I'm into these stuff.
Well, that's all the time we got for this segment. We'll be right back. All right. We're just going